Alright, this is the fifth and final video, and unlike the prior four, which are all short ideas, this is purely long ideas. There's one very general difference though. The short ideas tend to be pretty short-term and short time horizon ideas. You measure in days or weeks, maybe in months. These bullish ones tend to be very long-term. Most of them, some of these is like, if someone said you have to buy a stock and you can't sell it for 10 years, is the kind of charts I would point to. So just with that in mind, here are the 18 different members of my bullpen. We start off with Amerisourcebergencorp, ABC, very cool symbol here. We've been in this long ascending channel and most recently have finished this beautiful, about a 6-year large saucer pattern. Applied Materials. Now you're going to see a lot of semiconductors in this, and to be clear, some of these are very lofty right now. I mean, this has gone up hundreds of percent from its base. So, personally, I probably wouldn't buy it now, but over the long term, it's a very good-looking pattern. Ambarella, AMBA. This is one that hasn't quite gotten away insanely like the prior one did. You can see, as usual, I've drawn very simple either trend lines or saucer shapes to highlight where the patterns are. Here's Axon Enterprise, which I guess back in the day, I forget what they used to be called. This is, Taser, yeah. I think TAZR was the symbol eons ago. This used to be just one of these stocks that never went down. Just unbelievable. I mean, look at that. In 03 and 04, just pretty much up every day. Incredible. Day after day after day. And that kind of stopped. I mean, look at this incredible change. Just devastating losses after that near vertical rise. But it's on the move again, and it's moved up nicely here. Although I got to tell you, just eyeballing this, this looks like a channel too. And so that's an interesting little augmentation to that particular chart. Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, it had a pattern here that it broke out of, and more recently, in a very fractal sense, it's got a very similar looking pattern, which is just starting to peak above. Cigna, CI, this one also had this base going, finally succeeded in pushing past resistance early in March. Sienna, this is a very cool looking one. Way down here, this huge right triangle pattern, and had a big leap this week. But as I emphasized at the top, this is very long-term stuff. Here's Cree. This is another one that really hasn't gotten away yet. It's an enormous, decades in the making. And it got up to around 120, got beat down, lost about a quarter of its value, but maybe it's on the mend. But I say again, this one, even a 20-year time horizon, could be very successful. Fastenal, FAST. Here's the pattern on this one. Has been ascending basically since the dawn of time. Garmin, GRMN. Once again, beautiful long-term patterns. Short-term, quite expensive. IEC Electronics. This one has a nice saucer on that, and is one of these that is still pretty good looking. Hasn't really gone to the moon yet. Marvell, another semi-tech company here. You can see the large 15-year base created. Meritage Homes, MTH. Another right triangle pattern here, and this cute little saucer that just completed. Let's put down a little guide there in terms of this most recent breakout. Oracle. This one had, this interesting. This is like an upside down V. So back in 99 and 2000, 2001, essentially exploded and lost the same value. Just a really amazing round trip from 6 to 36 back down to 6. But longer term, it had this big right triangle pattern. It finally cut above. Even during COVID, the worst depths of COVID, it simply retraced back down to the support level, and then zoop, up it goes again. Plexus, another very good looking right triangle pattern with 2 different levels that it's conquered. RGR, this is another weapon manufacturer similar in sector to Axon, and this one symmetric triangle and right near lifetime highs. Smucker's, the jam and jelly maker. We've got a beautiful uptrend on this one, and more recently, this basing pattern, about 4 years in the making. And finally, Simtech, SMTC, perhaps my favorite of all of these. Multi-decade pattern, not zany expensive like some of those others. So, nice looking charts, even for a perma-bear like me. Happy to share them. So, hope you get some ideas from these 5 videos, and good luck this week.